Hi everyone. So, good wedding night, everyone. Today we have two weddings. So, here we are. I just realized that the the computer has low battery. I thought I was charging the battery all this time, and I came here and it didn't charge. So, so I have 33%. So I guess I will try to be short in explanation. So yeah, it will do it. It's just I don't have close the place for the charger. So just wanted to say before everything that I have been watching in the social media, in my social media, that there has been different comments of people that are like saying bad things, horrible things, and fighting against not only me but also all the people. Um, so I checked on those users, and they are fake profiles. So they have nothing, they don't have information, they don't have anything. They just do these accounts just to criticize and to put bad things. Okay, just if I block them, so they don't bother. But if I just wanted to say this because if someone writes to you or someone is doing is writing bad things, so usually there are these fake accounts. Okay, so don't put any on them, and that's it. So for today, the information is extroversion and introversion. Hmm? So in the book, I explain it a lot. So if you have any if you have any um, question or want to go more deep in details, so you can go to the blog and read the blog. So I will try to make a summary. Everyone knows that to make a summary is not my thing. So first of all, to understand this, let's remember the origin of these two words. So extroversion and introversion comes from the word, the first one, ex and in. Ex means inside. Internet. Um, the word tra means between. Okay, so extra, it's between what it's outside, and intra is between what it's inside. Okay, so version is comes from versus, which is to turn back, to bend. Okay, so extroversion would mean to bend, to turn what you have inside towards the outside, in relation with the outside, and um, and introversion is to turn everything that is outside within towards inside. Okay, that's the simple explanation of this. So basically, what we call an extrovert person would be that person that is able to connect with the others, that is willing to talk with the others, that knows how to treat the people in the world. And the introvert person would be the one that prefers to be with itself, alone, quiet, no related with anyone in the outside. So this is why we have the extrovert and the introvert as a duality, as two different things that are separate and against each other. This process of extroversion and introversion would be something related as the heartbeat going out and going in. So this is like a heartbeat of the soul, like the beat of this heart of energy that is moving towards the outside to touch the information of the whole world, to be in contact with everyone. Okay, that's the beat out of the heart of the soul. And in the opposite, the soul is going to contact with herself within. Okay, so when we see these two concepts as going out and going in, like the heartbeat of the soul, we will understand that these two are not different things, that these two are not concepts that are against each other, separated from each other, but they are of a mechanism of the organism of the soul. Okay, so it's something natural that helps the universe work. So remember that that we have spoken about this many times before, that the universe is a constant wave of vibration. So in the shape of the wave of vibration, we have positive wave and the negative wave that constantly move the energy of the universe. So we can call the positive one like the extrovert, and the negative one the introvert. That, what does this mean? That that this is a inevitable pulse of creation. Okay, is a constant. According to this, we have to recognize that this is how the soul expresses and moves in the universe. So we have to remember that usually we picture the soul as kind of a ghost, something that it has our shapes but is more transparent. So we cannot picture the soul something like that. But from the point of view of the universe, from the point of view of the universe, the soul is energy, basically that. So it doesn't have a specific shape. The light, for example, the energy of the universe is moving through this wave of positive and negative. So this is why the light moves like that, in kind of a shape of a spiral. So in this movement is how we could imagine the soul. This is why we could picture the soul more the shape of the kundalini than a ghost. Okay, what we usually the picture that we have to understand about the soul is that the soul is not something specifically poetic or emotional as we can imagine it, but the soul of the universe is the energy expanding and moving around. This is why we in English you say soul. I don't know the origin of the word soul, but you have the word soul in Latin in the word anima and animal. Okay, so animal or animated, these words come from the origin of the idea of the soul, which means something that moves. Okay, in the Latin word anima, animal, means something that is moving. So soul is related with that concept, with the movement of things. So something that moves in the universe is the soul. So when we call the soul of the cosmos, the soul of the universe, is when we speak about something that is moving out and moving in. So this is the heartbeat of the cosmos. So when we say the heartbeat of the soul, we are talking about energy expanding and contracting once and again. Okay, that would be. And this is the way in which we perceive the chakras, which is a spiral spinning out and in. Okay, extroversion and introversion are the two processes of the soul in order to understand the world outside and the world within. The first step of the soul is to express outside, because the energy of the universe needs to experience, to touch each one of the perceptions that is in the outside. After this, what we do is to put all the different parts together inside, so we could give it a sense, a meaning, a logic as a whole. So that's the process of introversion. So in the past days, we have been speaking about the concepts that the being is doing with the parts and the conjunction of the parts, and now we are trying to understand the process of the soul doing this integration of the concepts. The extroversion is the process from which the soul is trying to acknowledge the information of the present, live in the present. And then the introversion is the process when I try to give a meaning, a purpose to that present by the ideas of the past and the future. So this is why the people that is introvert usually is people more connected with the philosophical, with the big perception of the reality, thinking about more in the future ahead than the people that is extrovert, living here and now. So also our civilization today, our society, usually is more extroverted people, because basically societies were born because of extroversion, because society are made up of connection. So people must be connected. We need to share things in a society. So this is why the society needs extroversion in order to be connected and sharing stuff. So that's why the society thinks that introversion is something wrong, is like a mistake in the system. That what you need to do is to be extroverted in order to be part of the society. What I wrote today in the blog is that the introverted people usually are people that change humanity, because they are able to think more in terms of time. So they can bring solutions in long term, okay, not in short terms like the extroverts. This is why they usually change more society. So one of the conflicts that we have today also is that usually the introvert people is losing a lot of energy and focus in what they are supposed to do, because they're wasting the energy trying to be extroverts, because society says you have to be extrovert. So this is one of the problems we have. The real thing is that we cannot be 100% one and 100% other thing, because we should be both of them in balance. Because when we are only extroverted people, we are chaotic people, and when we are only introvert people, we are so structured that we are not allowing ourselves to change. We have to understand that this projection of extroversion and introversion should be like the seasons in our planet: spring, summer, autumn, winter. We can take that like summer as the highest point of extroversion, and winter as the lower point, as the higher point of introversion. So the earth basically do that, like in winter tries to understand the process and to hold the energy to understand everything that was expressed in the summer, in the extroversion process. So this is why it's so important that we start to respect um, the extroversion process and introversion process of others, but also both processes in ourselves by our own life. So remember that this is the heartbeat of the soul. So when one is going there to look for information, the other one is receiving and understanding all that information. So the alignment for today will be to try to balance, set the intention to balance these two different processes uh, in ourselves. Hmm? So I'm going to read the information for today. The vibration for today is Phi. The statement for today is I am the flux of love. So the code for today, the information is duality. And it says, duality, it's the projection that we call duality. What lies in the particle, it's real, and what it's projected from it is an illusion. It's the I and the light that allows him to see observed. The positive and the negative, up and down, inside and outside, feminine and masculine, time and space. All existence, to exist, needs the concept of duality as a reference for perspective and experimentation. For two forces are needed to generate tension and friction, energy and action. So we sit comfortable, we stretch the body, start to yawn. I relax the body. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and perceive the air inside your body spinning, feeling your body empty, only a twister of wind. I perceive the air outside connecting with the air within. Take a deep breath and perceive the energy, the soul starts to move within the body, spinning with the wind in a colorful dance, expanding throughout the skin, spinning like a twister around with the colors of a rainbow. All my soul expressing around and within. Perceive the light of the sun, of the I am, above you, and put your hands at the height of your heart, facing the sky, feeling the light. Take a deep breath and perceive the light of the I am coming through the crown, the third eye, the throat, and anchoring in the heart with a beautiful green light. I perceive the heartbeat expanding the green light all around myself, all around my body. And this expansion starts to fill up my hands with this beautiful green emerald. I perceive and become aware of the heartbeat of my soul expanding in every direction. So like this, I acknowledge in one hand all the moments of extroversion of my life, and in the other hand, all those moments of introversion in my life. Both of them are the heartbeat of my soul. Take a deep breath and become aware that I need the balance of both of them in order to create. Both of them are the eternal energy that I call love. I take my hands to my heart, unifying my extroversion and introversion as one unique force. And through my vibration, I activate this unique force. I am the flux of love. I am the flux of love. I am the flux of love. Take a deep breath. I feel all the energy of love of my soul out and inside of myself. And with my hands, softly, I start to bring this energy of love throughout all my body by caressing, massaging, stretching, and yawning. And when I feel ready, I start coming back here and now by opening my eyes. So as always, thank you for everything, and just as a reminder, I would recommend for you to read before the blog, so you have more information during my explanations here. So as always, drink a lot of water and rest to assimilate the information. And as always, see you tomorrow at the same time for the plexus. And I say goodbye with a 5% of 3. Bye.